Most homeowners never think about their plumbing until something goes wrong. And by then, the average water damage claim is already $14,000 after the deductible. After years in the trade, I've seen the same disasters repeat in house after house. Today, I'm sharing the 8 plumbing secrets every homeowner should know before it's too late. Stick around for secret number 6. It is the one that surprises almost every homeowner, and the fix costs less than $30. Every home has a main water shutoff valve, usually tucked away in a basement or crawl space. And it is the only thing standing between a burst pipe and a flooded house. When these valves sit untouched for decades, especially old brass models from before the 1970s, hard water and rust can lock them tight. In the Midwest, where mineral-heavy water and freezing winters are common, failure comes even faster. If the valve will not turn during an emergency, water keeps pouring in until the city steps in, and costs can skyrocket from a few $100s to $5,000, $20,000, or even $50,000 if the basement fills. Testing takes seconds. Turn the valve off, then back on. If it is stuck or leaks, replacement with a modern stainless valve costs $500 to $600, a fraction of flood repairs. Valves over 20 years old are at highest risk. Mark its age, snap a photo, and set a yearly reminder to check it. In second place, let us talk about the washing machine hoses hiding behind your laundry. After years in the trade, I cannot count how many times I have walked into a flooded basement or laundry room because a rubber washer hose burst while nobody was home. Most folks do not realize these hoses are under pressure all the time, and rubber just does not hold up. Once it starts to bulge or crack, usually after 3 to 5 years, it is a ticking time bomb. When it goes, you are looking at 650 gallons an hour pouring out, and I have seen claims anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 for repairs and ruined flooring. The fix? Swap out those old rubber hoses for braided stainless steel. You can get a pair for $15 to $25, and they will last 7 to 10 years. It is a 10-minute job. Turn off the water, unscrew the old hose, and screw the new one on tight. Do it this weekend. Do not wait for disaster. If you are finding this useful, subscribe. We share this kind of practical knowledge every week. Third on our list, I want you to stop reaching for that bottle of liquid drain cleaner when a sink or tub backs up. After years in the trade, I can tell you, plumbers never use chemical drain cleaners in our own homes. Those caustic liquids might seem like a quick fix, but they slowly eat away at your pipes, especially copper and PVC. Every time you pour one down, it strips a little more off the pipe wall, about 2/100ths of an inch per year. Over 5 or 10 years, that is enough to turn a solid pipe into a paper-thin risk for a sudden rupture. I've seen homeowners pay anywhere from $200 for a basic repair up to $1,500 or more when a weakened pipe finally bursts and floods a room. The fix is simple and cheap. Pick up a $25 hand snake or auger from the hardware store. It clears most clogs in minutes and will not hurt your pipes at all. For greasy kitchen drains, try a cup of baking soda followed by hot water and vinegar. It is safe, effective, and does no damage. Get in the habit now, and you will save yourself a fortune in repairs down the road. If you're finding this useful, subscribe. We share this kind of practical knowledge every week. Number 4. Let's talk about your water heater, the workhorse that quietly keeps showers hot and dishes clean, until one day it lets go and floods your basement. What most folks do not realize is that every year, minerals in your water settle at the bottom of the tank, forming a thick, chalky layer called sediment. In hard water areas like much of the Midwest and Southwest, I have seen a 1/4 inch of crust build up in just 2 or 3 years. That crust acts like a blanket, making your heater work overtime. You will hear it rumbling, popping, sometimes even knocking as water bubbles through the sediment. That is wasted energy, and it is also a warning sign. Just a quarter-inch of buildup can cut your heater's efficiency by 20%, and if left alone, it will eventually crack the tank. When that happens, you are looking at $800 to $1,500 for a new heater, and anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 to clean up a basement flood. But here's the fix. Once a year, shut off the power or gas, attach a $15 garden hose to the drain valve, and flush the tank until the water runs clear. The whole job takes about 20 minutes. If you want to make it even easier, there are flush kits for $30 to $45. That is a small price to keep your heater running longer and avoid a 5-figure disaster. Number 5. Here is a part of your water heater that almost nobody thinks about: the anode rod. Every tank has one, and its only job is to sacrifice itself so your heater does not rust from the inside out. Think of it as a metal decoy, attracting corrosion before it can eat through the steel walls. In hard water areas, especially around the Midwest and the Southwest, I have seen these rods disappear in as little as 3 years. Coastal homes with salty air go through them even faster. Once the rod is gone, usually when it is worn down to less than half an inch thick, the tank itself starts to rust, and you will not know until it leaks. At that point, you are facing $8,000 to $12,000 in water damage and replacement costs. The fix? Every 3 to 5 years, spend $30 on a new magnesium rod. Shut off the heater, unscrew the old rod with a socket wrench, and drop in the new one. If you are not sure, have a plumber check it during your next service call. It is the cheapest insurance against heater failure you will ever buy. If you are finding this useful, subscribe. We share this kind of practical knowledge every week. Number 6. Here is a secret that almost nobody checks until it is too late: your home's water pressure. Most people never think about it, but I've seen more burst pipes and ruined basements from high water pressure than just about anything else. Here is the deal. Your plumbing is only rated for up to 80 pounds per square inch. In a lot of neighborhoods, especially in high-altitude cities like Denver, I've measured pressure at 85, even 90 pounds per square inch. That kind of force is like running your garden hose full blast, all day, every day. Over time, it wears out every joint, every faucet, every hose in the house. At 90 pounds per square inch, you are looking at a 1.5% chance each year of a pipe bursting. And when it does, you could be facing $5,000 to $20,000 in water damage, easy. Now here's the good news. A $10 pressure gauge from the hardware store will tell you exactly where you stand. Just screw it onto an outdoor faucet, turn the water on, and check the reading. If it is over 80 pounds per square inch, it is time to act. Installing a pressure-reducing valve called a PRV costs about $300 to $500 with a plumber, or you can buy the part for $30 if you are handy. That is a one-time fix that protects your whole system. So, for less than the cost of a dinner out, you can stop a 5-figure disaster before it starts. Number 7. I want to warn you about a shortcut that causes some of the worst hidden damage I have ever seen: push-fit fittings, those quick-connect joints installed behind walls. They look like a dream for do-it-yourself repairs because you just push the pipe in and it clicks. No soldering, no tools. But here is what most folks do not realize. If that fitting is not pushed in all the way, just half an inch short, or if there is a nick on the pipe, the seal can fail weeks or months later. And if it is buried behind drywall, you will not notice a thing until you smell mold or see a stain spreading across your ceiling. I have been called to homes where a single hidden push-fit leak soaked the framing for months, turning a $12 fitting into a $30,000 wall rebuild and mold remediation. Industry tests show that improper installation can push the failure rate up to 2 or 3%, way higher than soldered joints. In humid regions, that hidden moisture breeds mold even faster. The fix is simple. Never use push-fit fittings where you cannot see them. If you have to put one in, use an inspection camera to check the depth before closing up the wall, or ask for a soldered or crimped joint instead. Spending an extra $20 or $30 today saves you from a structural nightmare down the road. Number 8. Here is the final layer of defense every homeowner should have. Put a water leak detector near every appliance that uses water. After years in the trade, I can tell you that the most expensive disasters I have seen did not start with a gushing pipe, but with a slow, hidden leak under a washing machine, behind a fridge, or next to a water heater. The numbers are eye-opening. About 1 in 5 homes has a hidden leak right now, and the average one wastes 1,000 gallons of water a year. That is money down the drain, but the real risk is what you cannot see. $5,000 to $12,000 in damage if that slow leak turns into mold or rots out your floor. The good news is, for $15 to $25, you can get a smart detector that sits quietly under your appliance and sends an alert to your phone the moment it senses moisture. Installation takes less than 5 minutes. Just set it on the floor, test the alarm, and you are done. If you want extra peace of mind, put one behind every major appliance and near any pipes you cannot easily see. I have had landlords tell me they caught leaks in empty rentals before a single board warped. For slab homes, where leaks are almost impossible to spot, these sensors are a must. It is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy for your home. If you are finding this useful, subscribe. We share this kind of practical knowledge every week. Across all 8 secrets, one thing stands out. A few minutes and a few dollars now can save you from the nightmare of 5-figure water damage later. Plumbing is not luck. It is knowing what to check and when. If you are finding this useful, subscribe. We share this kind of practical knowledge every week.